Shalom,
Shalom,
shalom.
shalom. We just want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh,
Hawa,
Ba'ashem,
Bashem, Bashai,
Yahushai,
Bashem,
Ba'ashem,
Akakodash,
Akakodash. Double honors unto the elders at Great Millstone
Khan,
that taught us this 100% truth. Shalom unto the Aquats, being obedient unto the husband. And
Khan,
shalom unto the Archeons pushing this word in sincerity and in truth.
Khan.
This here is your brother Yassad
You brother Hawa there?
from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp Trinidad, bringing on to you another lesson, willing to edifying.
Khan,
Today, the lesson that we want to bring forth is concerning, Esau cannot escape the judgment of the Most High, because we know that, through the power of Yahweh, Shai, he gave them the authority to rule in his world,
Khan,
so it could bring on Daniel's
Khan.
thing.
And just to add, as we was talking about earlier on, that he the set of Pharaoh to rule, to rule in Egypt and to be over and to put the nation of Israel into bondage, into captivity. And he break Pharaoh from that rulership, he had destroyed him, and he free our people. So the same thing will come back again, like what happened in the past, couldn't happen back in the new and the son. So Esau in rulership right now in the new revived Roman Empire, So what's going to go on now? The Lord going to come and take them from the high stature from the heaven and bring them to the dust. So I want to give you a scripture in Daniel chapter 2 verse 21. And he changed it, he changed the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set it up. He removed the kings and set it up kings. He gave it wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know it, understanding.
Yeah, because it say he set up kings and bring it down. Right, we know the major kings that was set up, what was these, the rulers of the ancient Babylon, the Medo-Persian Empire, and the Christian Empire, and now we within the revived Roman Empire as well, But we know all of those kings, because when you practically check it out, all of them was heathens ruling. And we know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yeshai know that, Israelites, this world was created for, So this is just a progress at time. All of them was actually given their limit at time to be in rulership, And we know this is all the signs of the so-called white man rulership, starting to fade away.
Because over 400 years now, be in captivity by the revived Roman Empire. Because as in Daniel get the vision, this is one with the iron feet with clay, So we watch how long we in captivity, so you feel that you have a shining and come and deliver your saints. We feel that we are being captivity so long and we call upon Yahweh Shai. So once again we come and be back in Egypt, because we as we know it, we call it Babylon the Great, modern day Egypt same way. Revive the Roman Empire but modern day Egypt, because we back in bondage. So we crying out in bondage again. The saints crying out. And his elect is crying out. We're crying to come out of this place. So you feel the Lord ain't gonna answer us. You feel you so feel that the Lord ain't gonna deliver us from this place, from his wicked rulership. The Lord is here in the sins, because this is the righteous way of the earth, this is the light of the earth. So Yahweh Shemashai is good and deliver us, and is good and put all these other nations into slavery and take them down from the high stature, and bring them to the dust, as I said just now. So Esau is going to slavery, and all these other nations is going to slavery. Just says Yahweh Shemashai.
We even seeing through the years and generation go by the unjustness and the wrongful doing of this man. Look at the Tuskegee experiments. I was watching a video that our brother posted up in our chat day concerning Tulsa, you know, and Blackwall.
Black Wall, okay, well, one of the Jakes was having, he was a big boy. He had in hotels, and then he actually called it the Black Wall Street. You know, but Esau again. You know, Esau saying, and that's the curses too. That's the curses too. You know, and Esau again his wickedness. You know, seeing Jacob rising and take them down, and that's going back to all these celebrities and them. You see all these celebrities and them making all this money, flashing all this money, you know, and all these diamonds and all these golds and all these things, you know. And then after 2-3 years, they broke. They broke. And they come on social media crying. A lot of them come on social media crying. Let's just show you how when the wicked rule it, we could never, you know, be in that level with them. We cannot have our riches as them. So we are fighting up for these crumbs. All these bust down rule, you know, all these diamond chains and all these things is scrums. Because when they go in London, they have goals in by the tons are gold in every room. So you feel it's okay about your little petty diamond, you know. Yeah, it's not time for you.
This is book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. It said, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
And that go back to this, you get expose after. You know, that go back to the Caucasian man. You know, the cave dweller. Esau Edom. You know, he exalting he's showing his pride. He's showing his pride and saying, hey, like the top of the rock. You know, the top of the rock right now, top of that mountain, go back to the power. You know, look at that high power right now, and nuclear weapons and the military all around the world. You know, I bully the whole world. You know, I give him the sword, but he know who gave him the sword. Going back to his blessing, he could conquer the earth with his sword. You know, so hey, the Lord set you up, be. So he boasting on it. He boasting that he show the pride inside Esau Edom. He boasting on it. You know, same way like Cain, when Cain killed Abel, he said, am as my brother's keeper. So that the same mindset Esau had today. Is he Jacob's keeper? You know, so he don't care about us. He puffing up his pride and showing that, hey, the Lord can't take me down, or, you know, dying in his imagination. You know, but we knowing through the scriptures, thus says Yahweh, Esau is going to get put down. Esau is going to get, you know, go into slavery. Go ahead, explain.
Yeah, because hey, practically, when you see, you know, this so-called white man, we know that hey, the wicked, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, you know, and hey, he being in rulership, his pride even so up in his mind that he even think that he could pull the Mosai off of his throne.
Shit.
You know?
Because you don't come to me, and now I'll have to researching. Now I say he said we as watchmen on Spy Tower, and we being watchmen, we watching the surroundings and knowing what's going on around the world. Because going after soon, I was talking to our brother last night. You know, they get dark matter. They get dark matter, so they deal with the spirits on the left hand side, but you don't give them the opportunity to deal with the spirits on the left hand side, you know, to enter certain realms, you know, and that is go back to the realm dealing with the spirits, like, you know, provoking these spirits and bringing them out. And that's a normal thing, because what you go on in the book of Samuel, when Saul go on to the witch, you know, and she provoke Samuel and bring him out from the dead. So these are the things they do when they're bringing out, you know, spirits. And these spirits is coming with a seducing spirit to seduce Esau, Edom, and all these nations, thinking that they can conquer the Lord, thinking that they're going to be on high, but the Lord controlling them to part in Esau's head. But the only thing they cannot do, and what they want, is to get the God gene, you know, the God particle. And what that God particle is going back into, they trying to reach, you know, into that realm where you have set it, where you have set it, you know, and that's the thing they cannot get. They cannot get the God gene, you know. So they're spending top of him right now. And it's the Lord who control and go back to the Tower of Babel. You know, they go back to the nations with the Tower of Babel, because all the nations come together to build this soon. You know, going back to the NATO and EU. This is the one who you know, in Switzerland. Watch the places in Switzerland they have the sun. So let's just show you how Esau Edom trying his best to build by that spiritual tower, by the technology in this time, and he trying to go into that spiritual realm. Because he thinking that time he can build a tower to reach up to the heavens and meet the Lord. That's also how kind of mind a man mind is. But the Lord give him this technology now, feel that he can tap into that technology and meet the Lord in that realm. No. The Lord is in control of everything. So he set you up and he have you in that certain state and that mindset. Right that?
Yeah, it said, though thou exaltest thyself as the eagle, and we know the eagle is be seen on the
logo,
US flag.
God.
Even all of the military the badges and thing, you see the eagle. You know, it's saying, though thou set thy nest among the stars, which going into all the satellites and thing. You know,
the Space Force.
Yeah, because you saw Edom, they want to be just as the Most High. They want to see everything. You know, that's why there are all these cameras installed all over the place. Let's say, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Yeah, because, hey, boy, it's truly pride that that is going to be his destruction. That's why it's a pride go before destruction. You know?
And it's so spiritual that he will bring them down first in his space. Because it's his space he coming from. And that chariot going to be so big, it going to be knocking out satellites while they come in. It's going to be knocking out satellites while they come in. And all these other nations Space Force. Because Yahweh Bashim is going to be controlling the skies. He going to be controlling the heavens. You know, and when he come down, he will control the earth too. So you going to feel it the most. You want all who run up to the Space Force. You know, and and the inhabitation of the earth go and wail. So you must for the sky. You know? Yeah, more in that.
That is it. Amos chapter 9 and verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them.
And it's so spiritually that he right hand, because the right hand of Yahweh shall go be the elect men. King David and the elect, well, the King David and under King David the elect men. So when he say he hand, you know, when he's really back?
Yeah, it say that thence shall mine hand take them.
So he hand, he can go back to the elect men. Because that going down into they're going to go in hell is the bunkers. They're going back to the bunkers where they're going to be hiding, you know. Because we know Esau that the cave dweller, where they go back to them is what you call it, animal, who can fly, the biggest bird in the world, or can fly, the ostrich. He's like an ostrich. When he rated that, he should be down in a hole and cock up his ass. You understand? Because Yahweh Shemosha is going to put him to death, and at this same he going to run down in his bunker and cock up his ass to get destroyed. You know?
It said, though they climb up to heaven, then shall I bring thee down. And we know they even had a Space Force, and when the judgment is about to unleash with thermal nuclear fire, which the wicked himself is gonna proclaim, you know, they themselves gonna look to flee. They themselves gonna go up into the heaven, which is the firmament, you know, try and go up into the space or into the atmosphere up there to hide from all that destruction. But the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yoshai have the thousands from heaven waiting up there for them. It are no escape with Yahweh Bashem Yoshai.
Because we just know the archangels and them. The archangels and them all doing destroying the Air Force. You know, even a simple dozen of chariot could play their hand, because these chariots and them could go through objects, you know, and all these because we back to Iran when this chariot was flying over the military base and was shooting it down. They actually seeing bullets going through the chariot. So a million these jet planes will fall, and not even one chariot will fall. Let us show you how we be moving with the spirit and power. I was telling Big Brother last night, you know, the Big Brother at the camp. I said, you know, as a Jake, you know, being in his flesh, you know, having a father who's a millionaire, you know, knowing that he signed over everything for you, and he tell you he take over the business, you gonna be you gonna be a daddy, you will be at your state that you will be, you know, so excited. You cannot wait to rule to rule our business and control this one, and you know, and to show your power now, which you have under your father. So like Yahweh Shai now, you know, when Yahweh say hey, because Yahweh Shai just sit down and him he has swords by the millions just line up. Just, you know, yeah, he personal sword for the day of vengeance, you know. So when he do so one, and Yahweh tell him, hey, Yahweh Shai, you know, go down and your time. Your time to shine, your time to conquer the world, your time to conquer these nations and show these nations that you are the king of the Jews. You know, to come down and show your glory. You know, and that glory gonna be with the chariot same way too. Come down with your glory. You know, so Yahushua gonna be so happy to come, and he could be, you know, he could be so with rage and with vengeance to come down and play his hard. You feel he could be coming with smile and coming with the, like these Christians say, you know, and to accept you in this chariot. No. The Lord is coming with vengeance, and that vengeance is no normal vengeance. That vengeance is he coming with his face anger. With his face anger, like in Isaiah 66 and 15. He coming to render his anger with fury. You know, and we go down into fury is destruction, is everything in one. Everything in one concluding into destruction. We can add on to destruction, the Lord coming to do. You know, the Lord coming to slaughter, to plead with all flesh. So all who face him shall see him, and all the earth shall wail. So you know how shall come him coming to play. You know.
As it say, who's that coming from?
Bozrah. There's garments dipping. And I think they have a precept, I think it is wisdom of Solomon say that his sword gonna get sharpened by the more he slaughter. So the more Yahweh Hashem slaughter, is sharpen, the more sharpen his stone get, the sword get. So these other nations gonna be like sharpening stones. These other nations gonna be like sharpening stones for Yahweh Hashem when they gonna be slaughtered from our side. So we say all praise to Yahweh Hashem. You wanna bring us some more or something?
Yeah.
More yet?
Nah,
bring us some.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. It says, thus says Yahweh, power, it says, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me.
Yeah, because it's the Lord, he gonna rise up against them. And the ones, the Babylon is the great Babylon of America right now. And we seen all the other heathen nations standing hand to hand with them. You know, so even them gonna feel the entire how about shy. You know,
it's in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. You know, so Yahweh I say that destroying wind, you know, going back to the nuclear weapons. You know, that destroying wind back to the nuclear weapons. And it going back to when it comes to chariots. You know, they say, and will send unto Babylon fanners, you know, that shall fan her and shall empty her land.
Yeah, and we know that these fanners is these nations like China and Russia, you know, that actually doing all these trade and thing hand in hand with the so-called white man. But we know these other nations know the wickedness. They know it's not to trust the so-called white man. You know, so at the end of the day, all of them gonna rise up against her. You know?
And it will be so spiritual because they know the Bible, they know the Bible prophecies. The other nations like Moab know he's not sure. You know, one is which is the so-called Japanese. You know, he know that he's not sure. He know Esau is Jacob, brother. He know who's the Israelites. So if these other nations don't know them in relation, and but the pride of them, they start to feel like you know the power of Israel forget us. But he say, hey, he tongue out cleave upon the roof of his mouth. You know, considering the covenant he didn't make with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, because he's a man of his word. You know. So going down into it, it's Yes, and shall empty their land, empty her land, for in the day of trouble, for the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. And that day of trouble go back to when? I go back when all hell started break loose, when World War III kick off. Going back to the scripture in Revelation, I think it's in 14 and okay. So like yeah, just so edification sake.
I know Revelation 14 and what?
That's the one. It's up it's like 11 and 14.
Yeah.
11 and 14.
Yeah. Book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14. It said the second woe is past.
Right, that World War II. Go ahead.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
So when you say that two will come quickly, that's why it says, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So that talking about World War III, that going back to the third war. They're gonna be circling around her to destroy her. So that just show you how sweet the Bible is. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Verse 3, it say against him that Bennett let the archers bend her bows. Go ahead.
Yeah. And hey, all these nuclear missiles and so forth, Yahweh Hashem is in control of everything. So through those other nations, is Yahweh Hashem is going to put the spirit on them to use the missiles upon Babylon the Great. So it is actually going to be Yahweh Hashem rendering judgment unto them. And
all these nuclear missiles right now, Satan 1, Satan 2, is Russia, when we have Satan 5, just for esau. So when the archer, which is the other nation, been able to destroy America, the brother says Yahweh Hashem will be in control of all these nuclear. So all your defense force and all your nuclear defense force and defense and system and all these things, they cannot withstand the technology Yahweh Hashem because Yahweh Hashem control of all these things. These rockets will actually just fly off and go a different direction because it's really these nuclear will be coming with it, because the Lord will be controlling it. It will be coming with an extra speed to destroy Babylon, because it say, hey, within an hour, it will be America destruction. I'm gonna bring on, I'm gonna go down more in it. It say Arthur's Bennett took his bow and against him and left themselves up in his bride and dean,
and spare ye not young
man, destroy utterly all his host.
So none of them is gonna be spared.
But all the nations that are lie with him. It said thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans. And we know that going back to Esau Edom. T-Man or going back to Esau Edom. That is the grandson of T-Man, that's the grandson of Esau. So going back to that's the lineage. So the Chaldeans, it said in the land of the Chaldeans, it said, and they that trust true in her streets. Something.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened by his glory.
And I go back to Yahushai. Yahushai is that true power, which is the Lamb, coming in his great glory, and I go back to his chariots, so to render his fury to the other nations and to Babylon the Great. He revived the Roman Empire.
And that goes even into the second Ezra chapter 13, with the let me see if I bring out that quick. 13 and from verse 3 it says, and behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven,
God, now thousands of heaven go back to the angels, the chariots,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all the power, you know, the power, the power, Yabashim Yoshai, you
And
know, and his armies, go ahead.
and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
When I go back to the earth, which is the nether heaven which Esau ruled, and to these all these other hidden nations, they started quake, they started tremble when they started see this big father ship covering over bigger than the earth, bigger than the sun, cover the whole, you know, continents of the earth. You and they gonna tremble, they gonna see the true power at the Lord of the Israelites, the true power, the you know,
Can
of our big brother.
Hey,
You
and
know?
they know we're gonna make a lot of those people more scared because all these all the philosophies are the so-called white man now. All when you're watching all the movies and thing, when you see a so-called UFO, and when you see so-called aliens,
Like
but
Independence Day.
yeah, everybody's gonna be frightened because hey, they watching something in a movie how terrifying and actually seeing that upon because they wouldn't have the knowledge to know that there is the redeemers of Israel. So they're gonna be frightened in their boots, thinking they're gonna be abducted, thinking that coming to aliens coming to destroy them or invade them. Let's say, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the, the habitations of devils,
Can.
and the whole of and the whole of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful beast. Yeah, because hey, Babylon the Great is going to be left like Sodom and Gomorrah,
Can.
but just with a lot of dead bodies and set of vultures and all of these creatures eating all the flesh and all
Uncle,
that
don't
kind
say
of
you
thing.
can create a new beast to dwell in that land when it don't get desolate. And so
Can.
them beasts will be created while the trouble's going on. While the trouble's going on, you can have these beasts created and they go after they don't eat and have a great peace and a great time, you know, that they're gonna be ruling, they come like a lion when they have territory. So this is gonna be these new beasts territory when Babylon the Great get destroyed, you know. And that's why I say when all the other nations pass, they go history and say, hey, it's not that what is a great nation. And that's scripture, you know, that's scripture.
Can. Book Isaiah chapter 14.
You know, that, what piece of you want done. Yeah, so all these other nations gonna be watching the Babylonian people and say, this not her who was started on the, you know, bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 14, and I'll start at verse 12. It says, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
Yeah,
son of the morning?
can. And that go back, and that go back, that Lucifer go back to Liberia, you know. So that is going back to Esau, what is the devil. He's the Luciferian on the left hand side, and we know where is the Liberia on the right hand side. We will have Hashem and Shai, having that light of righteousness, you know.
Yeah, also to
Well,
add, it says, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Because we know the heaven is rulership,
can.
and they being in their heaven right now and on this earth, look at them, they are nothing to study. They ruling and doing wickedly. They are the earth actually given to them.
Can.
Ah, yeah. Goes on to say that, yeah, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Because hey, the whole thing about this judgment and destruction, good boy. Yeah, the whole thing about this destruction is that, it is all because of the so-called white man putting the Israelites in slavery. That way it is. Oh, never recorded. Yeah, it's recorded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing about it is because the so-called white man, he put the children of Israel into hardcore bondage and slavery. As it's in the Revelation 13 and 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. But before, before all of these things happen, prophecy must take place. You know, it's a prophecy to be fulfilled. You know, Esau, Edom had to bring down the wrath upon the children of Israel. And the Most High is going to hear our cries. You know, hear the cries of the elect. You know, they go down to say, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
And so that was just go back to Esau imagination. How big his imagination is.
And hey, America does it in what the north.
What I was saying, let us show you how Esau imagination so big that he picturing that he gonna be set above the stars and all these things. Yeah, you have your highest space force and all these things, but you even inside a conquer because you can't conquer nothing in the flesh because why? You know, you is like a people. Because the whole, like the scripture in Psalms say, how long is a man life? A man life is like a hand's breadth. A man altogether in itself is vanity, you know. So this mortal body, that why the whole heights the ella from London, he say he sort of really want no money and no vanity and all these things, you know. He sort of really want his riches, you know. He sort of really want that immortality life. He want to get that everlasting life. You know, to have a body who could stand here, could live forever and ever and he cannot perish. That's what Esau want. Now Esau, I want Esau great wish. That's why he'll be killing a lot of these sheiks and them and taking these young sheiks and taking their organs and paying for his body part to live a little longer.
Yeah, and
you know?
Also to begin with, that's why they're going into and investing the money in all them technologies to actually have, you know, mechanical organs and so forth so that they could actually live years upon years.
And even going back to Leon Musk, concerning his brain chip, that you when you install a brain chip, wherever how you live and wherever it could be recorded, so you're gonna come like you're gonna be, you know, like like the cartoon player one, you know, you would be in that fantasy world, you know, and they're gonna bring you back and put a same microchip in a robot, you know. So they come like they want to keep your conscience, keep your spirit in that chip. But hey, that doesn't show you how Esau and his mindset, you know, that he want to live forever and ever. So he want to be, a half robot, half human. And that going back to the so-called cure, what they leading to. They leading to that nanobites and all these things. They want to lead us, you know, well, the Israelites and all these other nations, because we know how Esau want to rule everybody, you know. So, and even his own people, he want to have everybody as robots. He want to have GPS on everybody, you know. He want to target everybody, but we know the men of the Lord. You know, we standing stiff and standing fast for this truth. You know, we know that the RFID, which is the mark of the beast, is coming.